So today I'm talking about a P0088 code, what it is and how you can go about fixing it. And so what is a P0088 code? Well, it's a fuel rail system pressure too high. And so what does this mean? Well, basically engines have what's called a fuel rail, and this is where all the fuel is going to go until it goes to the injector on each cylinder. So tied to the fuel rail is going to be these injectors. And also located on the fuel rail is going to be a fuel rail pressure sensor that's just reporting back to the computer what the pressure of the fuel is inside of the fuel rail. But when you get this P0088 code, this fuel rail pressure sensor is reporting to the computer that the fuel pressure is too high for some reason. And so it's going to be troubleshooted to know why. And one thing to note about this code is that there can be different things going on inside the fuel delivery system. There can be one fuel pump or there could be two fuel pumps. So with those vehicles, there's going to be a low pressure fuel pump inside the gas tank, and then there's going to be a high pressure fuel pump located on the engine. Also keep in mind that there could be more than one pressure sensor. If you have a high pressure fuel pump, there could be a low pressure fuel sensor. Sometimes there could be like two fuel rail pressure sensors. So if you do go to work on a vehicle with the P0088 code, it's a good idea to get a diagram of how the fuel system's all laid out. That way you know for sure what's going on, how many fuel pressure sensors it has, and things like this. Because just keep in mind there can be differences inside these systems. And so what would be some possible causes of a P0088 code? Well, there's going to be some different ways to go about troubleshooting this code. The first thing I would do is I'd go be sure that those fuel rail pressure sensors, that they're good and that there's no issues with those, and that the wiring going to them, that there's no problems there either. Because there might not be no problem inside the system, but the computer thinks there is, since a bad fuel rail pressure sensor is just sending it bad data. So the first thing I would do is I'd be sure that those fuel rail pressure sensors are good. There's some different ways to go about testing those fuel rail pressure sensors. If you have a good OBD2 scan tool that has live data inside of it, you can go into live data and select all the fuel pressure sensors and start up the engine and see what they're reading. You can check to see what the range is. And the first thing you could check when you do this is check to see if those pressure values are moving at all. So for example, right here, this fuel rail pressure sensor number 2, it's selected and it's reading 870 PSI. When the engine's running, that should move just a little bit, not hugely, but it should go like 869, 871, something like that. But if it wasn't moving at all, if it's just stuck there, then you know there's some kind of issue going on there. Also, if those values are really super high, like if that's reading something crazy like 5,000 PSI, then very likely that fuel rail pressure sensor is bad. You can also remove the fuse or the wiring going to the fuel pump, start up the vehicle, and let the fuel pressure run out inside the fuel rail, and that value should drop. And if it doesn't drop, then very likely there's some kind of problem with that sensor. So like I said, there's some different ways to go about troubleshooting it. You can also use a multimeter to test these. But the first thing I would do is I'd go be sure that that fuel rail pressure sensor is working good, that there's no issues there, along with the wiring going to it. The next thing that could cause this is a bad fuel pump. If you have an engine with a high pressure fuel pump, then there's going to be a low pressure fuel pump located inside the gas tank. And then there's going to be a high pressure fuel pump located up on the engine. These high pressure fuel pumps, they ride on top of a cam lobe and they pump up the high pressure that the engine needs to run. And so again, there's some different ways to go about testing this. If you tested those fuel pressure sensors and you know those are good, you can go and check what your fuel pressure readings are and check to see if they are really high, that there is some kind of issue going on there. There's some different tests you could do on those fuel pumps to check to see if they're good. Some people use a fuel pressure gauge. There's some good YouTube videos on that. But the next thing that could cause this is a bad fuel pump. And the next thing that could cause this is a bad fuel pressure regulator. And the fuel pressure regulator can have different names depending on the vehicle manufacturer. They could be called like a fuel volume control valve or demand control valve or flow rate control valve, different things like this. But basically there's a fuel pressure regulator. And usually with vehicles that have a high pressure fuel pump, it's going to be located with the high pressure fuel pump. Although again, be sure to get a diagram for your vehicle. That way you know for sure what's going on. On older vehicles, that fuel pressure regulator is even controlled by the intake manifold pressure. If you have a newer vehicle, it's all going to be electronically controlled. But just keep in mind that there can be different things going on inside these fuel delivery systems, depending on the vehicle, the manufacturer, different things like this. But the next thing that could cause this is a bad fuel pressure regulator. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a basic overview of how you go about fixing a vehicle with the P0088 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.